Shout out to everybody out there on White Street. You already know what it is. Salute to everybody.
What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to SteveBussaGS. We got another scorecard reaction for you guys. You already know what it is. YUGEN BLAKROK. Y'all been asking for this for weeks now. Preferential treatment goes to the Discord, so you guys did request picture box a lot, but join the Discord right down there in the description. They requested for Gorgon Madonna. That's what it's called, right? Yeah, Gorgon Madonna. So that's going to be the one we do today. Do me a favor, run that gauntlet, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, little notification bell guy right there. We're up for the comment section. Well, we're highlighting female artists this week, so how about drop down the comments below, what is your favorite chick flick? And if it's not Vicky Cristina Barcelona, you're probably wrong. That is my go-to one. Guys, if you're hearing this and you don't have a favorite chick flick, you're fucking up and dropping the ball, alright? You gotta have a go-to chick flick to, like, ease your way into Netflix and chill night. This is high-level stuff that I'm teaching y'all, alright? Get a favorite chick flick. I ain't got nothing else to say. I'm excited about this one. I'm told that she's like a lyricist, so I could be expected to actually have to break down bars. I got my bang ready. Let's go. Shout out to SA. I was a little nervous for a second there. I was like, there's nothing happening. Okay, well, I'm not here for the spooky shit, so that's great that we have the snake starting off. What do we know so far? We have a very ominous sounding music, which is lending to some very interesting visuals. The song is called Gorgon Madonna. I do understand all of the mythology behind the Gorgons, which is Medusa and her sisters and everything that led up to that. I can kind of get the idea behind being a Madonna and a Gorgon version of that. I get where I think the track is going to go. These visuals are very interesting. Yeah, I don't identify the headdress or the attire at all yet, so we'll see. I'll try and break down as much as I can for you guys.
That's radio. Collected by something out of space.
I do actually like snakes. As much as I don't like scary shit, I do actually like snakes.
Welcome to the moon. It is written, be the space at the center. Be nothing.
This is going to be very heavy on the imagery already. You're going to need an entire video just to break down this video.
I've been staring at these pages, mine stay purple. Mercury's in retrograde, circles in a circle, watch the purpose. Slanging these rhymes like a merchant, handwritten in cursive. Lately I've been staring at these pages, mine stay purple.
I've been staring at these pages, mine stay... What is she saying?
Cursive. Lately I've been staring at these pages, mine stay purple.
I've been staring at these pages, mine state purple. What does mind state purple mean? Purple is generally the color of royalty and like classist, has to do with like the higher echelon. If she's staring at these pages, mind state purple, that probably means you're on your king shit or your queen shit, where it's like, looking at these pages I'm about to start writing, my mind state is already on greatness. I'm already on royalty is where I'm at. I can get with that.
Mercury's in retrograde, circles in a circle, what's the purpose?
Mercury's in retrograde, circles in a circle. What's the purpose? Alright, so Mercury being in retrograde, circles in a circle, you kind of have a lot of symbolism of patterns. It's just repeating the same stuff. Mercury's always going to end up going into retrograde. It's just like, as time passes, it's a thing that just naturally happens when the stars align, etc., 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 right? Yeah, I think this is going to be very, very heavy imagery based.
Rhymes like a merchant, handwritten in cursive. Lately I've been staring at these pages, mine stay purple. Mercury's in retrograde, circles in a circle, what's the purpose? Yeah.
been slanging these rhymes like a merchant, handwritten in cursive. So, slanging these rhymes like a merchant, handwritten in cursive. I'm getting two things from that. It's like straight up. She could be very much so talking about ghostwriting for people, right? And then the fact that she's talking about everything's handwritten in cursive means that her shit like isn't canned. You're not getting industry stuff from her. It's not something that her label's telling her to put out. It's not something that you're hearing that's influenced by the radio. That whole handwritten in cursive, in the context that she used it, she's basically throwing shots like, yo, I write my own shit.
Mercury's in retrograde, circles in a circle, what's the purpose? Yeah. 360, spiral the neck like a vulture goddess. Milky Way patterns and the energies I harness in my...
There you go. All that imagery. This is going to take so long to get through. I'm going to stop pausing it so much. She went with the circles again. She started off saying 360. So you got the circles in a circle. She's saying 360. Circle like a vulture goddess, did she say?
Milky Way patterns and the energies. Spiral the neck like a vulture goddess.
Spiral the neck like a vulture goddess. So as you know, the vultures, the imagery that comes to your head, you see a vulture. You see them going around in circles over their prey. 360 again, you have the circles. She's basically talking about like the patterns of life. Life and death. Patterns of life and death. Circles in a circle. Okay. The writing, you have the beginning, like the alpha and the omega. Writing is creating of something new from a blank page. Circling of the vultures is the death.
Yeah.
Okay.
360, spiral the neck like a vulture goddess. Milky Way patterns and the energies I harness in my mindset. I'm high as the sky gets, multiple sunsets, capturing thoughts with a butterfly net. Cause true
She said my mindset, fuck. My mindset is as high as the sky gets.
energies I harness in my mindset. I'm high as the sky gets, multiple sunsets, capturing thoughts with a butterfly net.
Capturing thoughts with a butterfly net. That line is hard body as shit, my friends. Alright, you guys already know. If you've ever gotten high trying to hold on to a thought or hold on to an idea, you can only pay attention for so many minutes at a time before stuff starts escaping you. Capturing thoughts. My mindset, I'm as high as the sky gets. Capturing thoughts with a butterfly net. Let's fucking go. That is a top tier line right there.
And the energies I harness in my mindset. I'm high as the sky gets, multiple sunsets, capturing thoughts with a butterfly net. Cause true reality.
Multiple sunsets means that she's staying in that same state for multiple days. My mindset is high as the sky get from multiple sunsets. Basically means she gets high every fucking day, and that this is kind of like a natural state for her.
Runs deeper than the concept to the spectrum of your consciousness with pigments only context. This race can only be one if to the spectrum of thoughts with a butterfly net. Cause true reality runs deeper than the concept to the spectrum of your consciousness with pigments only context. This race can only be won if the psyche is steady.
Alright, now she's talking about how she actually started diving into races, what it sounds like. She had a flip on it there too. Talking about the pigment is only like viable in context. Like, yeah, let's talk about it, man. That's a heavy ass fucking bar. She got like, this is my type of music, but this is like deep dive music. I had to be prepared to come into this. This is one I would like to have like the lyrics in front of me. I know I'm gonna be missing a ton of this shit.
To the spectrum of your consciousness with pigments only context. This race can only be won if the psyche is steady. Even Frankenstein began as a dream in the mind of Mary Shelley, so throw caution.
Okay. She's talking about, alright, your skin pigment is only makes sense, only matters when it's within context. Mary Shelley is the one who created, obviously, Frankenstein, which gave birth to a type of racism. Like, Frankenstein was hated by everybody because of the way that he looked, because he was different than everybody else. He was a monster. Frankenstein's monster, not Frankenstein. So that entire concept, she's saying that your skin pigment and stuff like that only matters within context, is like, yo, then comparing that to the Frankenstein thing, she's talking about she wants to write and on a blank book and a blank pages and how that is going to give life. Yo, This is gonna take a lot to unpack.
Can only be one if the psyche is steady. Even Frankenstein began as a dream in the mind of Mary Shelley, so throw caution to the wind. Focusing the mental element, make walls crumble down like dilapidated settlements. Although the wind, focusing the mental element, make walls crumble down like dilapidated settlements.
Throw caution to the wind. Focus on the mental element. Watch bars break down like dilapidated settlements. She's saying your pen game don't stand up to scrutiny. Focus on the mental state. Yo, listen to what she said and watch the bars crumble. If you actually break down the bars that people are talking about and focus on the mental of it, you watch them all crumble like they're all trash because they don't put no thought into it. That's a bar, my friends. This lady is fucking heavy. Let's go.
Throw caution to the wind, focusing the mental element, make walls crumble down like dilapidated settlements. Although threatened with hell, I'll blast for the self first. Splatter the optics and damage the nerves. Thirst for blood over everything. I swing sabers like Anakin, ambidextrous androgen. I'm both the empress and the king.
Let's go. She's nasty. She's nasty. Yeah, we're here for all the Star Wars references. Let's fucking go.
Ambidextrous androgen, I'm both the empress and the king. Walk unseen in these verbal coliseums. Kevin Bacon with quicksilver in his skeleton. Mutational and vespertine, testosterone and estrogen. I'm all things encoding while subliminally messaging. At times it seems that I'm chained to all the trouble that I struggle with. My shadows huddle in the mist, cause the blueprint of life is hidden meanings. And deep within them applied contradictions. Angels interbreed with demons. See, misery loves company, it overwhelms and feeds me. Fills me as I embrace the dark and light completely.
Bro, I would literally have to take an hour to break this all down. This is super fucking dope. She hit some real heavy concepts. I was trying to focus maybe a little bit, if I could break down the video a little bit more for you guys, but it's like I gotta concentrate on one or the other, man.
My shadows huddle in the mist, cause the blueprint of life is hidden meanings. And deep within them applied contradictions. Angels interbreed with demons. See, misery loves company, it overwhelms and feeds me. Fills me as I embrace the dark and light completely. Guided by the ring of the seven.
That's a t-shirt. That's a t-shirt. Let's go. Yo, that was
The misery loves company.
right here. Misery loves company forward. This is a bar.
Applied contradictions, angels interbreed with demons. See, misery loves company, it overwhelms and feeds me. Fills me as I embrace the dark and light completely.
Let's go.
Guided by the ring of the seven sisters when the pitch darkens. Artemis gravitates my aim to where the fixed mark is. Hit the target.
Now she's putting in more, so now we're going back to more like Greek, Norse mythology, Greek Roman mythologies. Let's go. Let's go. She's bringing Artemis lines in here. I think this is good. Here's the issue with this song. She is appealing to a very small niche. There are very few people out there that I've come across who are that interested in deep diving into some. This is not just rap. This is hip hop, but it's hip hop mixed with poetry, mixed with mythology. She niched down 3 times. So you go from musician to hip hop that is more poetry based, to hip hop that is poetry based and revolving around mythologies. Like, it's very niche down. I'm sure this is not going to get millions of views, but the people who she's speaking to are gonna really fuck with this song.
Darkens, Artemis gravitates my aim to where the fixed mark is. Hit the target, commander of the dartboard. When wounded, I'm the essence of our Lilith. In her darkest form, day and night worshipper. Stubborn as a mule, built my temple from her dreams and posted sentries at the vestibules. Our army of degenerate practitioners will street sweep, petition free and walls and carry signatures, melancholic insignia.
She's like Graydon Square meets Landmark. She's Graydon Square meets Landmark. I'm here for it.
The dog's name Severus, past, present, and future stay similar. Observing distant memories, fading over ages. See the pain of remembrance, leave the structure ever changing. So I shape shift and inspire the nihilists. Decipher mind script, hypotheses tested on self, a mad scientist. Spit.
Let's fucking go.
Severus, past, present, and future stay similar. Observing distant memories, fading over ages. See the pain of remembrance, leave the structure ever changing. So I shape shift and inspire the nihilists. Decipher mind script, hypotheses tested on self, a mad scientist.
Yo. Let's fucking go. She is fucking sick, yo. I want to hear her do some spoken word type shit. That whole stanza that she did right there was her taking the concept of history. Those who don't know their history are doomed to repeat it. She took that entire concept and she made that whole, like, it's not like a whole verse, but that whole scheme out of it. Yeah, this whole scheme is just those who don't know their history are doomed to repeat it. Listen, this is heavy.
Free and walls that carry signatures, melancholic insignia. The dog's name Severus, past, present, and future stay similar. Observing distant memories, fading over ages. So the pain of remembrance leave the structure ever changing. So I shape shifting, inspire the nihilists. Decipher.
The pain of remembering is what causes changes. Let's fucking go. She said the pain of remembering past atrocities is what is going to cause a change current date. That's, yo, Yugen. Let's go. That shit. Yo, wow.
Script hypotheses tested on self, a mad scientist. Spit fire and water, I'm lion and hydra, aloof in the distance, like the constellation of Lyra, a mystery of...
Let's fucking go. I need to catch all this.
Hypotheses tested on self, a mad scientist. Spit fire and water, I'm lion and hydra, aloof in the distance, like the constellation of Lyra, a mystery of time. Laid an egg and hatched a man, a light god, with the staff of thunderbolts in his hand, illuminated the vision beyond.
So she's staying with mythology. That was a reference to Zeus, obviously.
I'm Black Gorgon Medusa, feeding off your viscerals. A throwback in the age of clones and phone taps, metallic drones and all that. Commanded army of skeleton bone stacks and measure motion subatomically. My thought forms are crystallized snow color of ebony, shimmering. Staring at these pages, mind stay purple. Mercury's in retrograde, circles in a circle. What's their purpose? Slanging these rhymes like a merchant, handwritten in cursive. Lately I've been staring at these pages, mind stay purple. Mercury's in retrograde, circles in a circle, what's the purpose? In basements, cultivate the vape patience. YUGEN BLAKROK. That's how I live. With that hex with some witches brewing in basements with some witches brewing. With that hex. That's how I cultivate patience.
Alright, so the light thing could be symbolism. We all have like a light inside of us. That could be as easily explained as that, or is also being attributed to just part of video dramatics. I think you would have to really take some time to break down the chess game. I don't have a great visual pause on it right now. I'm pretty sure there's some heavy symbolism with the chess game. If I'm not mistaken, where are we at now? 420?
Structure ever changing, so I shape shift and inspire the nihilists. Princely agents.
Alright, so like, I'm gonna jump back to where we were. There's a lot to be taken in here. I'm pretty sure this has some very, very, very heavy racial tones to it. You have both of these two who are sitting there, who both happen to be Caucasian, completely dressed in white. You have the clock that is there, which is also white. You have a chessboard, and both sides of the chess pieces are also white. And when they looked at you, both of their pupils were also white. You have some very, very heavy racial tones here that are going on to who are they supposed to be representing? Is this supposed, like, I don't want to jump to conclusions. I have hypothesis in my mind of what this is supposed to be representing, but I don't want to jump too heavy into that on my first listen through. But I'm pretty sure, needless to say, this has some very, very deep connotation in with gods and mythology, and the contrast between them being shown here as the only Caucasians in the video, while you have everybody else in the video who is obviously not Caucasian, and they're the ones that they're also showing growth through. Plus there was a video of him dead there. I don't know. I have a couple. Let's finish out.
In basements with some witches brew and that hex.
That's how
Cultivate patience.
Okay, so I'm lying. There's also, we got what appears to be a couple white people behind her too there. So you would have, like I said, I have to pay a lot more attention to the video instead of the bars to get the full idea. I thought there was like some kind of like God complex type thing that she was getting across there that I was going to tie together real nice and neat, but I don't want to do that until I feel confident enough to deliver that.
That hex with some witches brew and
Flips the white. Scientists, keep your eye in this book, cause we're too far from logical. DJs in the
See,
DJs.
I would have to have a much better understanding of what is going on here. There seems to be something larger and deeper of a meaning here that is escaping me. And it has to do with the relation of her to this man and what this man and the other woman playing chess represent.
cultivate patience.
Idols and daughters, I now present to you music to make
With that hex.
saga. Good.
So, here's my final thoughts on the video, right? You have, presumably my understanding of this is going to be, you have the white guy who has died. Or is at least unconscious. We are now deep diving into that man's psyche. That man's psyche, you see him all dressed in white, with another woman who is white, all dressed in white, playing chess where is all dressed in white, clock right there is all white. It's as if almost to say, in his mind, he exists in his own world, completely separated from one of minorities or colors or anything like that. And yet that state of being is what forced him into that, like, he's not woke, right? Like, that could be a visual representation of somebody becoming woke, because after she put the record on and she rapped and she went through her verse and everything like that, that is what woke him up and brought him back to consciousness, is by stepping out of that frame of mind that he was in where everything was white and allowing new culture to come into his being is what brought him back to reality. That's deep as shit. I would love for somebody to tell me whether or not you agree with me, or if there's just some other, there's a lot here to unpack. So I'm probably missing a lot, but that's a lot to take away from one view. I'll tell you what, this was heavy. Let's go to the scorecard. Let's pull it up. Let's break it down. We are new. We are new to YUGEN BLAKROK, but I'll be damned if she ain't 1 for 1. In order for me to be a fan, you got to catch 3 of them while you on here. She's 1 for 1. Target audience, yes. I am absolutely the target audience for this. Proper setting with a notebook. This is music to be dissected, man. This is not music to ride around to. It is not club music. This is music for writers, for someone who wants to sit down and dive into it. This was fucking dope. Who was the ghostwriter? I'm telling you, this was great and square. And Landmark. That's exactly who I got from this. Bars and lyrics. She snapped on this. This was a 22. Easy 22. She snapped on it. The delivery was cool. I'm gonna give it a 20. Best they could do. Nothing trash. Solid verse. She didn't come out with any crazy flows. This wasn't like a style on you type thing. This was way more about delivering the message and then the visual impact of the video in comparison with the lyrics. Beat selection 15 out of 15 for what it was worth. Sound quality mixing 15 out of 15. Both of them were dope. Effectiveness, for me, it's a 10 out of 10. And then enjoyability, I'd put an 8 under certain circumstances. Like, it's not going on a playlist. This can't be taken in conjunction with other music. This is the stop what you're doing, sit down, pay attention, and listen to this. This is a 90 out of 100 for me. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Drop down in the comments below. As always, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me, and I'll catch y'all on the next one.